Hi students of ninth class, I'm back with the English lesson, part 2 of the sound of music. The first one was Evelyn Glennie, isn't it? Now that person was an international artist. We'll do a national artist this time. And this person is called Bismillah Khan. He plays the Shehnai. He was born on the 21st March 1916. And he was born into a family of traditional musicians who were his father, grandfather and all from the Dumrao region of Bihar in eastern India. So he was a part of a family of traditional musicians. He is the second son of Paigambar Baksh Khan, and Paigambar Baksh Khan himself was a musician at the court of Maharaja Keshav Prasad Singh of the Dumrao region in Bihar. Their father also was a musician in the palace of of Keshav Prasad Singh, and his grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan also musician in Dumrao palace. His grandfather also was in the palace musician, and even his father, Paigambar Baksh, also a musician though. Originally, Bismillah Khan's name was Kamruddin because they wanted to rhyme with his brother's name, whose name was Shamshuddin. But what happened, his grandfather saw Bismillah Khan when he was born, and as soon as he saw the baby when he was born, he uttered the words Bismillah. Bismillah is the name of in the name of Allah. The meaning is in the name of Allah. So as soon as he uttered the words, that Bismillah name got stuck to him for his life though. At 6 years old, he moved to Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to his maternal uncle's house, that is mother's relations house, and was a trainee or an apprentice in his uncle's house. His uncle's name was Ali Baksh, and he was called Vilayatu Khan, and he played Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. His uncle used to play in the Kashi Vishwanath temple, and Bismillah Khan went to stay in his house and apprenticed and learned from him. So he stayed over there, and at 14 years of age, he accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Festival, and he was they were like, how amazed a 14-year-old kid playing so amazingly Shehnai. Everybody was very surprised. So he got his fame when he was 14 years old. And then he improvised the ragas. What I studied is he improvised the ragas of music, and he played them on the Shehnai, and everybody was surprised those ragas could be played on a Shehnai. Was his speciality though. He was considered a symbol of religious harmony because he played in the Hindu ceremonies and Muslim ceremonies. And he was selected to perform in the ceremony for when India got independence of 15th August 1947. He was selected to perform at that function when the Indian flag unfurled. So what happened is when he was there, played music for that. So his music is played every time on Independence Day, whenever television used to telecast the Independence Day celebrations. This Ustad Bismillah Khan's music was played though. He was a major patriot because he declined. A lot of people told come and settle abroad and all. He loved India very much, and he settled in India only till he died. He won many awards. He won the Bharat Ratna, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and a lot of awards like that he won. So we are going to read about his lesson today, and we'll move to the next slide. So these are the great Indian musicians who we have. Hari Prasad Chaurasia, who plays the flute number 1, and Pandit Ravi Shankar plays the sitar, Dr. M. Lalita and M. Nandini, who play the violin, Ustad Zakir Hussain, who plays the tabla, and Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, who plays the sarod, Maestro Kunnakudi Vaidyanathan, who plays the violin, number 6, and Ustad Sultan Khan plays the sarangi, number 7, and Ustad Bismillah Khan on the Shehnai. These are the photographs in your book. You can name all of them now. One from Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia, second is Pandit Ravi Shankar, and third is Dr. M. Lalita and M. Nandini, sisters, and fourth is Ustad Zakir Hussain, fifth is Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, sixth is Maestro Kunnakudi Vaidyanathan, seven is Ustad Sultan Khan, and eight is Ustad Bismillah Khan. These are the 8 people. Now the introduction is, this chapter throws light on the origin of Shehnai and the life of an all-time great Shehnai Vadak, Ustad Bismillah Khan, awarded Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award given by the Indian government for his dedication to music and his love to India. So we'll continue reading the lesson. I have some difficult words as vocabulary also, so you can see them and then you can know the meanings and make sentences out of it. I'll start reading the lesson. You can follow it in your book. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of the musical instrument called pungi in his royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. The photograph of pungi I've kept here. This was the basic version of Shehnai, and it was a very unpleasant shrill sound. Even the snake charmers also play this pungi, but Aurangzeb did not like this pungi, and he banned this instrument because it was such an unpleasant sound it made. Pungi became the generic name of reeded noisemakers. Reeded are those things which are two sticks, two hollow sticks, and they have these holes. They are called reeded instruments. So this became the basic of a pungi though. Few had thought it would one day be revived. Some people, nobody thought that it would come back to life again. This instrument was banned and out of the whole scene though. But some people never even thought it's going to come back. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improvise the tonal quality of pungi. The barber was working in the royal palace and he saw this pungi and he told, nobody likes this sound, but if I change it, must be I can revive and bring it back to life. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes in the body of the pipe. He made broader in one long, he made one long piece out of it, and he made it broader also, and he made 7 holes out of it. When he played it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sound was produced. He played the instruments before royalty and everyone was impressed. He played his music, practiced it, and he made so nice and sounding nice. He played it in front of the royalty, like kings and queen, and they loved it. They were very impressed. The instrument so different from the pungi. They were surprised that pungi had become this so beautiful instrument. Had to be given a new name. Now you can't call it the pungi, isn't it? A new name had to be given, as the story goes. Since it was played in the Shah's chamber, Shah's the king, and was played by the Nai. Nai is the barber. The instrument was called Shehnai. That's how it began though. Okay. So the sound of Shehnai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason it was still played in temples and is an inseparable component of many North Indian weddings. So this Shehnai has become so auspicious and they start playing everywhere now in temples and all these places. This became a auspicious instrument, and in North Indian weddings still without a Shehnai the wedding is not complete though. The Shehnai was part of the Naubat, or the traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found in the royal courts. This became part of the 9 instruments. In royal court, there are 9 instruments which are played. Shehnai was part of one of those 9 instruments though. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. Till recently, we've seen it. It was used only in temples and weddings. This instrument was used though. The credit for bringing the instrument into the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. To bring this instrument out of the temples and all these places and play it for the public goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan, who we're going to study about today. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. He was a kid like you all. He used to play Gilli Danda and play all the games on the roads and everything like that in Bihar. The village is Dumrao. He would regularly go to the nearby Biharji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. Chaita is the folk songs of Bihar and they're semi-classical. So he used to go and participate in the singing of the Chaita, and at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kgs. He used to get the laddu because he participated in the singing though. A prize given by the local Maharaj. This happened 8 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. This happened so many years ago. He has won so many awards. That small kid, telling about the kid was running around and playing Gilli Danda and went to sing the song of the Ram Navami songs and won the laddu and all. That was his normal childhood though. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belonged to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan was the Shehnawaz of the Bhojpuri King Palace. I told you his father also, Rasul Baksh Khan, used to play the Shehnai for the kings over there. His father Paigambar Baksh and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai musicians. This is as I told you, his uncles and his grandfather and everybody were Shehnai players. And because of that, from childhood he's been hearing it, and he took it upon himself, and he did not stop there. He brought it out to the normal public also. He played Shehnai. So he's a great person to bring the musical instrument out of the temples and weddings to the normal public and for stage. So we stop it over here, and I want you all to do one homework. I want you to write the meanings, the vocabulary, and make sentences also. And I have told you about the 7 musicians, the special musicians, isn't it? I want you to write 3. Select any 3 musicians and write a page about them. Every one of you all select any 3 musicians from the front of the page. I've told everybody's name. Select any 3 of them and write a page about them. And I'll give you one more info. Google, it made a doodle on 21st March 2018 for the birth anniversary of Ustad Bismillah Khan. And that was special because Google doesn't make doodles very often because he's a great person. They made a doodle for him and put it up. So we stop the lesson over here and we'll continue.